Well, good morning, everybody. RV living with the geezer. And I'm just coming out of, turned around here. Came down here to see if Connie's Cuts was open. I need a haircut. She gives me a buzz for $5. Oh, she went up to 7, that's right. Buzz haircut for $7. Takes her about 2 minutes to do it. And I'm not exaggerating. It's Monday, and I should have known most barbers are closed. I didn't know whether she closed on Mondays or not. But yeah, I was on Facebook yesterday, and I don't get on there very often at all anymore. But saw a post by a fireman that I knew that way back, and he went over to Houston and went to work. But so I messaged him on Facebook, and that I asked him about when I went to work at the first paid fire department I worked at was Almas Park, which is a suburb right in the middle of the center of San Antonio, more or less, sort of what used to be the near north side. Very affluent suburb, and that was my first job. When I got hired there, it was July 1st, 1977, and my first lieutenant there, well, I won't say his whole name, was named Rick, and Rick and this fella knew each other, so I asked him, I'd lost track of Rick through the years, and I asked him if he knew where Rick was or how I could get in touch with him. And he said that he had passed away about 3 years ago. And he was younger than I was. He was 4 years younger. But I'll just tell you a little quick story about Rick. I went to work there, and we sort of hit it off. There was only 3 of us per shift there. And Rick was the officer. He was the lieutenant. And then we had a fella named Raymond Dean, who was the engineer, and I was the grunt, of course. I'd been in the fire department for 4 years as a volunteer already, but that's just the way it works. So Rick and I hit it off, became pretty good friends, and we'd go out on our days off and everything, and he was only there about 3 months. That was in July, and in I think October, we got together one afternoon at a Pizza Hut in San Antonio, and he asked me to be his best man. He was dating this cute little gal named Liz. And Liz, if you stumble across this video, I'm talking about you. But he asked me to be his best man, and I was like shocked. I said, dude, I've only known you for like 3 months. And I said, don't you have any better friends than me, like lifelong friends or anything? Well, I want you to be my best man. So I think that was the last time I ever wore a tuxedo. It was in, it was one of them fancy pantsy weddings and all that stuff. I'd have rather run 40 miles in 100-degree heat than do it, but I did it, and but anyway, right after that, he had been working on getting a job over in at a fire department over in Houston. It was a suburb of Houston called Spring Branch. It was on the west side of Houston. So he got hired over there, and it was the department we were at didn't pay a whole lot back in those days, and he got hired over there, and it was a good pay raise for him. And so him and this fella Wayne, that I've got in touch with, that told me about this, they both went over there at the same time, and they tried to get me to go, and I thought about it, and I went over there a couple times, and it was a nice station. you know, a lot bigger than what I was at. And like I say, I would have made more money, but I just couldn't take Houston, even at that time. You know, I said no. But I kept going over there for several months, and he was a big baseball fan too. We would go to the old Astrodome, you know, and he had an apartment over there, and they had a two-bedroom apartment. I would actually, he went over there. Now that I'm remembering, he went over there before the wedding, because I remember staying with him when Liz wasn't there. So we'd go out to the Astrodome, see the Astros play, and drink a bunch of big old tall beers out there and all that. But anyway, I just found out yesterday that he wasn't with us anymore. So Rick, I'll see you sometime upstairs, buddy. And point of this video really is, you know, we just lost track of each other through the years. We communicated for a couple of years there, and you know, I would go over there less and less because it was, you know, it was 200 miles over there and back, and 200 miles back. But point I'm trying to make is, if you've got a really good friends, don't let them disappear. I know I know I have others that this has happened to me. I don't know if they're still with us or not, you know, through the years. But if anybody out there, maybe the younger crowd, if I have any, I don't have many younger people. I look at the analytics of this channel, and most of my viewers are 65 and above. Yeah, what young person wants to listen to some old man ramble around, you know? But you know, if you got good friends, don't let them disappear through the years, you know, and then find out when you do want to get in touch with them that you can't. That's the point I'm trying to get across. But that's why every Monday or once a week at least, I call my old buddy Gene. You know, he turned 88 on the 3rd of July. So we talk every week, and but he's really the only one that I do that with anymore. And so I need to touch base with a few others, you know, now that this sort of spurred me a little bit. So anyway, guys, I don't want to drag this out, and most of you know what I'm talking about, the older ones. So we'll be talking to you later. I went and did my walking at the park, and it's a really nice day again. We've got supposed to get some rain later on. I see some clouds building up there, and I'm glad the coast didn't get hit too hard with that hurricane. But it's like 75 degrees this morning, so I got my walking in, nice fresh cool air, and yeah, everything's good. But we'll be talking to you later. Stay blessed, stay positive, keep your health, and keep up with your old friends. Really, probably really mean a lot if you touch base with them. Adios. Bye-bye.